Good morning, everyone. Today I'm going to discuss about social and cultural environment. I want to tell that this note is very essential for BBA and MBA students, so please concentrate. And for getting updates and for getting more information, for getting more chapters, please subscribe my channel. When we discuss about social environment, what does it mean? Social environment of business means all factors which affect business socially. That means we can understand here that every business works in a society. So societies, different factors. So in societies also there are different factors like family, educational institutions and religious. So these are the factors which affect business. Fine enough. After that, social environment also includes the culture that the individual was educated or live in and the people with whom they interact. That means whatever the culture we are following or whatever the culture the society is following, they see that how much they are educated, where they are living and with whom they are getting interacted. That is one of the important factor here. So we will, whatever thing I have told, I will write it down. Fine. I have discussed the first point, I have discussed the second point. Now the third is, there are different cultural factors, like everyone is having different buying habits, everyone is having different consumption habit, their custom, traditions, everything is different, taste and preference is also different, language is also different. So these are the factors that basically affect the strategy of the business. Basically whatever the factors that is being mentioned in this point, that all affects the strategy of the business. Like if I'm talking about the culture, or in culture I talked about the taste and preference. We can't prefer beef in India. Some other countries may prefer. That is not our culture. Overall, we can say that the cultural environment means an environment which affect the basic values, behavior, and preferences of the society, all of which have an effect on the consumer marketing decision. Definitely whatever the decisions are decisions on marketing, whatever the marketing decisions are for the consumer, that completely depend on the basic values, behavior and preferences of the society. What they prefer, how they behave, do they prefer to buy something or not, is that according to their taste and preference or not. These are the things which basically we can say that affect the culture also. So here what you have seen, that social and cultural environment both are merged. So whatever the social environment is, that will be affected by cultural environment and cultural environment will be affected by social. We can say that they both are interdependent on each other, or we can also say that they are totally dependent on each other. Interdependent. Now a new term, if we are considering social environment and cultural environment, a new term has emerged, that is socio-cultural environment. Now, when we are having discussion on socio-cultural environment, we can see that it is a set of beliefs, customs. Set of beliefs means some of them believe in, different countries have different beliefs. They do all have different customs, they all have different practices and behavior. Whatever the behavior they have, what exactly exists within the population. Whatever the population is, these set of belief, custom, practice and behavior, these all exist within a socio-cultural environment. Now, before entering the target market, whenever the international companies think or they are planning to enter the target market, they often include an examination of the socio-cultural environment. because they want to know that what exactly the socio-cultural environment exists in international companies or in different countries. They see that what are the chances or what are the coming outcomes on that. Now the next topic is factors which affect social and cultural environment. The first is demographic factor. Now if we are talking about the demographic factor, that means basically we are taking here basically demographic factor means it can be different from country to country, from place to place. Demographic factors means such as size of population, population growth rate, age composition, density of population, what is the rural urban distribution over there, what is family size, what type of nature of the family is there. After that, what are the different income levels are there in the demographic, that is considered in demographic factor. Now the next is taste and preference. Now if we are talking about taste and preference, we are taking basically in term of consumer only, that what is their taste, preference and what they prefer. Basically what is liked by people of one country may not be liked by those of some other culture. Fine, there is different culture in different country. There may be difference in the taste and preference within the country only. If we talk about India, we can see there is a difference between south and north. The taste preference is totally different. What kind of food we eat, what kind of food the South Indians eat, that is quite different. We don't prefer that. For example, we can take one more example. While Nescafe has about 3/4 share of the Mumbai market, its share is very small in Bangalore and insignificant in Chennai. Even if we take about the example of Bru, which takes the large chunk of the Chennai and Bangalore market, has a very low market share in Bombay. So here we can understand that basically what is being preferred at one place won't be preferred or might be less preferred at some other place. So the next is education and persuasion. Now what is being said here, try and understand first. See, trade association can promote business ethics by educating the members about the importance of business ethics, about the importance of and what are the needs basically of business ethics, and after that they pursue them to give due regard to ethical principles in the code conduct of their business. Whatever the code of conduct is, they have to follow that with the business ethics also. The members should understand that if every businessman is there and they are following the business ethics, then every one of them should be benefited. Why? Because if every one of them will be benefited, then there would be an improvement in the general image of the business community in the eyes of public. Definitely, if they are educated and if they are being persuaded, definitely the there will be improvement in the image of business community, and this will be very fruitful for everyone. Now the next is etiquettes. See, etiquettes means that difference in manner. We are talking about the manners and the way we are behaving with other people. So there are great difference in the manner of greeting people and physical distance to be kept between people. While hugging or kissing is common in some culture, but in our culture, that is in Indian culture, it is quite not good, and even highly objectionable in many societies. Fine. So while most countries consider it as an expression joy, some culture discourage. In many West African countries, laughter indicate discomfort, but smiles of people who are not very familiar do not generate smiles in return everywhere. If I am smiling by seeing someone, that does not mean that everyone give me a smile in return also. So sometimes it is very suspicious. Fine. Right now we can see that every culture is following the etiquette of India only. like not to shake hand, doing greeting by doing namaste. Fine. That is one of the etiquettes which are being followed in factors which affect social and cultural, and it is one of the important factors. Next is knowledge and belief. See, when we talk about knowledge and belief, what is that? Basically, it refers to a person's prevailing notions of reality. जो भी notions, whatever the notions of reality is, that is being preferred here. What are the myths? What are the metaphysical belief? And what, as well as we have to see that what is the scientific realities in that. Whatever knowledge and belief we are pursuing, we have to see that whether that is myth or that is metaphysical or that is scientific realities. For example, as Rose remarked, one of the feature of culture in general that it is spatial sociological interest is shared equality of a belief system. Fine. But people who share a given culture tend to take a hostile attitude towards those within their minds who cannot or will not accept conventional definition of fact. Fine. So as Rose remarks, ये मतलब एक कहा गया किसी के द्वारा. Fine. After this, the last is technological factor. See, when we talk about the technological factor, definitely it is one of the important determinant of social change. Rapid change in our society are obviously related to and somewhat dependent upon the development of new techniques only. ठीक है, new invention, new modes of production. Definitely, if you are having better technological gadgets, you will say that my standard of living is very high. So indeed, technology have profoundly altered social attitudes and modes of like attitude, belief, tradition, which once were tough to be very expression of essential human nature, have crumbled before its advance. Today, technology is so advanced that we are somewhat totally dependent on that. Like this is the Corona time, and we are staying at home. Definitely we are staying at home, but definitely one of the factor on which we are dependent is technological factor only. Okay, so that's all for today.